Kind of red.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I'm not red, and that's also a problem. It's basically
I don't look like I've been sitting in the sun for so long.
Yeah, I look like I've not been sitting in the sun ever.
Speaking of sitting in the sun, do you know what?
Oh, tell me.
I'm gonna go to Orlando in spring here for like a week and a bit.
All right, look, what I'm gonna need you to do is get all the way off of making me feel bad.
I might have to go pick out my Speedo. Maybe I could get like a K-Bot Speedo.
Oof. Member stream.
I mean, should it have K-Bot's face on the front or the back though?
I tell you what, there's like two faces. You got like one there and then like one here. I bet you could line them up pretty good.
It'd be like a. I mean, that pucker lips does give me a few ideas.
Oh, ooh, I'm not in this. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Farm Sim Show. We don't play the game.
Not today.
You can ask for it. We just won't read your comment. And hope you've had a great week. This has been the most eventful week where Giants was actually not involved whatsoever.
Not even close to being here.
Nope.
In fact, I haven't been around either. I don't know. It's like Giants took the week off. I'm like, you know what, Giants? You guys are smart. I'm going to take the week off as well. And I haven't been around. I've been actually doing some winter activities. So I've been gone. Hey, Brian, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Cheers to you, Brian.
Somehow I had 5 Farm Sim news videos this week.
Not a single there hasn't been a single mod, right? Am I not mistaken?
Oh, no. There's been what you would call 0 new mods.
Okay,
so
I want to make sure I'm not missing things as well, because I've been like, I check into things. Resale room, cheers, my friend. I check into things and I'm like, how's DJ putting videos out? You know what? I'd watch this, but I'm on my phone and I'm out and about. I don't want to waste my data on DJ. Let's be honest.
Right. And the fact that you even thought about watching one of my videos, I gotta be honest with you, I'm thankful. I'm very thankful.
You know what? Just because I didn't understand what the heck is going on, because there's nothing showing up on the Giants website. I'm like, how is DJ putting out videos today on news? I should maybe watch one of those.
Yeah, they're pretty good, but don't worry, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that we talked about during Farm Sim News this week, but on the Farm Sim Show.
Was that a key to hit a button?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did you notice anything in the background?
I mean, there's still some birthday balloon. I was going to comment on that later on, but I was going to let you go into it a little bit further. Is it still your birthday?
Yeah, well, it was last Friday. Absolutely.
Is it like Hanukkah? Do you treat your birthday like Hanukkah? Like it's like the 12 days of birthday?
So technically I've had 2 weeks worth of birthday, but last week I couldn't celebrate a full week of my birthday before the day of actually my birthday on Friday, because I was in Vegas celebrating somebody else getting married, and that was not about me, no matter how much I wanted it to be. So
did you try to make it about you? Were you that guy?
I forgot to try to make it about me.
Oh,
so
okay.
I forgot to do a lot of things. Dave's in here. He's probably like, DJ, give me the thing. Sorry, I'll get to do it tomorrow. Probably, maybe today. I'll try. Anyway, so I started last Friday, but as long as those balloons are up, DJ's birthday is up. That's all I'm saying. There is some things you don't see. There's a lot of balloons on the ground that are still attached. They died. Larry's in here as well. What's up, Larry?
No comment. I mean, Larry's not wrong, you guys.
Boy, yes, it's a gong show coming in.
This is what happens on Fridays. It's, when we get you guys ready for the weekend, right? We set things up and
we set a tone, and sometimes that tone is low, and sometimes that tone is and I don't know if we've ever had the first one, but we have the second one every single week. So we should do the thing, and then
I got a segment. Well, we're gonna do more than just a thing here. Oops.
There's so many.
Look at this. David caught it.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your sign?
So what it is it's behind the balloons. Okay. And then my mom's 2 books are right there, like right beside each other. And then I got a little plushie that she gave me a couple years ago, and then a shell that I forgot to give her when we went to the beach. So it's beside her books. And then behind that is my sign. I love that, by the way.
There's a story behind. You want to hear the story about this before we go to the intro?
I do, but my sign doesn't say anything about GPORTAL. I also don't know where the cord is.
Well, GPORTAL, you know what? David's awesome. My kids had changed the sign recently, so I'm like, you know, we'll pull it back to GPORTAL. It's all good. But speaking of kids, this was my Christmas present from my daughter. Do you know what this is? Did you watch Friends ever? No, it's the holiday armadillo.
Aww.
For those that watch Friends, it's the holiday. You'll know it anyways. It's kind of funny. He's pretty cute, and he sits in my office now. A lot of times, he's actually like sitting right here on top of my chair.
Let's do that for this stream. That feels right.
He gets in it gives me like a nervous tick though, because like it just like brushes against my head, and I'm always like flinching because like I feel like someone's behind me.
Well, the good thing is you're on camera, and if anyone's behind you, we'll see it.
It's a dillo. There you go.
Not what I thought.
I did not read that right correctly the first time there, Jay.
Yep. I about deleted that comment as well, but I was like, no, it got through. How did it get through?
I totally read that wrong the first time.
Let's run the intro. Let's tell everybody about something really cool that they should check out, and then let's talk about what happened this week. Because oh man.
All right.
Why
are you dancing?
Leave me in my dancing alone. This is my song.
Once again, shout outs today to today's sponsor of the Farm Sim Show, GPORTAL Game Servers. If you've followed us at all in the last little bit, you know that we run all of our multiplayer games on GPORTAL Game Servers because quite honestly, it's the easiest to set up, the easiest one to get all our friends into, and they are the fastest servers going around. So it seems like a bit of a no-brainer. Of course, GPORTAL Game Servers are cross-platform compatible, so you can join with friends from Xbox, PlayStation, and PC all together in one game. GPORTAL also has servers that are located all around the world, so you can pick and choose where the fastest connection is based on your location and where your friends are located too. You can get your GPORTAL game server up and running in a matter of minutes. It's that simple. Just simply click how many slots you want, how much mod space you need, and boom, you are pretty much ready to go. And as a special offer to all the viewers of the Farm Sim Show, check the links down in the description below. You can get 10% off your very own GPORTAL game server, so you can get together with your friends, well, right now. Maybe wait till the end of the show, though. So once again, thanks to GPORTAL Game Servers for sponsoring today's episode of the Farm Sim Show. Guys, go pick up your GPORTAL game server right now. It is the best way to play multiplayer in Farming Simulator. I think that uploaded like in a low res format.
Yeah, and it's almost like it was not you, but like me, but you. I'm the crazy one that gets to be the thing. You
do this. No.
That's what you do.
Doesn't sound like something I would do.
Maybe don't go no. But be like,
oh my God, GPORTAL.
Sounds more like you with the face. Anyway, let's
I mean,
move
you're not
on.
wrong, but you're usually wrong.
Let's move on. Dave's in here as well. Love you, man. I appreciate you.
You do it, Dave.
All right. So I want to start with a non-farming simulator related topic. It is related to Farm Sim, but only because it's me and you.
Okay, fire away.
What was your New Year's resolution for 2023, baby?
Oh, dude, I don't believe in resolutions.
Oh, hit me up.
I do not do a single. There's no resolutions around here. Listen, I am full of awesome 24/7, 365. I don't need to do no stinking resolutions, man. Come on. It's always, the resolution is always happening. I don't need no stinking day for this. So I'm gonna abstain from this conversation. DJ, it sounds like you've got a resolution you want to talk about.
No.
Let's talk about.
No, yeah, talk a boot. Yeah. No, I just last year I was DJ a lot, and this year I'm gonna try and be Michael a little bit more. Last year it's not gonna affect the channel. It's more of a mindset thing than
do we need to change this?
No, shut up. Last year I thought, like, when I wasn't working, I was just like, yeah, I'm off work. Not this is the time where I don't have to work. Does that make sense? Like, in my mind, I was like, I'm still DJ. Yeah, Farm Sim, what up? Ooh, but I don't have to make videos right now. Yeah. And instead I want to be like, oh yeah, Michael. Maybe I should go back to being DJ. I couldn't think of anything else to say right there. You know what? I realized that my New Year's resolution is a total sham. I don't know who I am. Let's move on.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so confused.
I blame my non-LTT water bottle right here. I got new water, and
Is there something in it?
not yet. I should have put G Fuel in it. That's what I should have put in it. You know what? Let's move on. I just made a fool out of myself.
I'm trying to figure out what the difference is going to be between Michael and DJ now. Does anybody have a clue what the heck he's talking about? Because I don't know if there's a difference. I think it's all the same. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy with more of the same, DJ or Michael. You know what? I accept you for who you want to be.
Thanks.
You
Thanks,
just let me know.
Thanks, man. Not the conversation I want to have at 3:15 in the afternoon. let's change the PM to AM, and then this conversation might be better.
I love it.
All right,
There's a major difference. D4B says, well, 4B would know because you know what? Yeah. Hey, don't you have guests coming over soon? In the next couple months?
Yeah, Mr. Trucker Matsey's going to be here in about 5 or 6 weeks.
That seems like a bad idea, but hey, man, all the power to you.
Ooh,
How you doing, buddy?
What you got in your coffee cup?
You know what I have? I have. It's not brown sadness. This is brown hotness. It's not Dr. Pepper.
There's always Dr. Pepper in my coffee cup.
There is not Dr. Pepper in here. It is. It is some. You know what? This is a Americano. Actually, it is. You know what? A shot of espresso with some hot water, and it's some deliciousness.
There you go. We need to get Farmer Cop's coffee. We need to get a hold of.
He has branded coffee, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. There's a couple different ones. We need to get those, and we need to do a Farm Sim Show taste test of his coffee.
Interesting.
Let's
you know what? I might have to do that. I still.
Yep. Farmer Cop, hit us up. This portion of today's Farm Sim News.
You know what? Maybe he could sponsor the Farm Sim Show. I think I said that last time we talked about this.
I think we can make that happen. Let's talk about something that could also happen, and that's this. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I have seen this. I might have a copy of this somewhere.
Wait, do you really? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because it's out now on PC. It has been for a little while now since Christmas Day.
Yep.
If you've been living under a rock or under anything for that matter and didn't know, Julian F. Modding is bringing back the White Farm Equipment Field Boss, which is super, super exciting. He is, as far as my knowledge goes, he's got a lizard version of this. It made it sound like there's a lizard version of this for consoles, but he's going to try to get it out on PC. We've seen this a few times already where a modder will send in a branded thing and lizard thing.
Yep.
And then the branded thing becomes licensed. So the lizard thing just kind of goes squish like you do a lizard. I don't know. I've never purposefully killed a lizard, so I don't know what you would do. But anyway, Merry Christmas from Julian F. Modding. If you're on PC and you haven't done this already, he's got it. It's on his website, julianf/modding/ whatever that word is .com.
For those that didn't play 19 that didn't see this tractor, this is for an old school, an old style, an old iron. Not old iron, I guess. It's not that old, but still, it's like an 80s?
Pretty.
80s, I think.
One of the guys down the road from me has something very similar to this, a two-wheel drive, and he was driving it down the road the other day. I was like, oh.
These are awesome. The amount of detail that Julian put into this tractor, though, back in 19 was amazing. It was one of my favorite tractors for starting a farm off in. So, definitely keep your eye on this one. If you're on PC, check them out on Facebook. You can go pick it up. Blake, cheers to Blake. Holy.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
It's an awesome tractor for sure. Go check it out because it's definitely worth your time.
Yep. The official word for it, as he announced, the Whitefield Boss is coming back, and it will be submitted for testing. He's trying to get the brand licensed, but Giants haven't gotten back to him, I guess, since Christmas Day. So he'll also be submitting as Lizard for all platforms. And you can download it right now. And he's also working on an update to Ohio, but I know that he's not rushing with that. He's trying to get everything right, and I'm guessing you'll probably need a new save game.
Don't hold your breath on any of that stuff. Give us some time. Big shout out to Blake. Blake comes into the chat here and dropping some members. So cheers to Blake. As huge supporters of both our channels. So cheers, Blake. Appreciate you, buddy.
You the man, Blake. Should we move on, or
boss?
Do you feel good about the Field Boss?
Dude, that's my favorite. Like I said, it's one of my favorite starting off tractors. Like it's an older piece of equipment. Kind of like 175 horsepower, I want to say. So it's good for like a multitude of small stuff. But and it's just the amount of detail he puts into that thing. It had a really good sound. Was one of the other things. I think he changed the sound on that one, right?
It's pretty incredible. Yeah.
And yeah, that was one of the things that caught me off guard the first time I remember firing that up in 19. I think I played it on Stone Valley, and I was like, you know what? The sound of this tractor is just like French kiss, right? Like it's perfect. I was waiting for that. DJ, nice French kiss, buddy.
I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, this is one of the reasons we started off with this, because I don't think anyone's like, I don't want that. Even if you don't.
Yeah, no, it's she is my favorite for sure.
It's
so yeah,
pretty.
Listen to DJ, let him know. He'll let you know when it's getting ready to come out. But if you're on PC, go check on Julie FF Modding over on Facebook. He's got it posted already, I believe, for Facebook. For anyone that's on his Facebook page, I believe it's out for everybody there on PC at least. So check it out there.
J-Hulk, you are on a roll today. I'm just gonna say that. Next up, the can you tell me when DJ started reading? Oh, wait, what?
No comment. You know what, chat? DJ saved the show this week because Klutch hasn't even been here doing anything. So you got to give him credit, right? He's the one that's put this whole thing together. I'm just here for the ride this week.
Yeah. So
I don't know what else to say after that.
Me neither. Still confusing myself with the Michael versus DJ thing. I'm having an existential crisis today.
Well, you kind of put yourself into that one. You can't even blame chat for that, dude.
I don't know. I feel like I could blame them for a lot of things. This is your chat today too. But
it is.
Chat,
Facebook, you guys are awesome. You know what? You guys are the best chat. I don't care what DJ or the little bot says about you guys. You guys are awesome. See? I saved you, DJ.
There's something going on outside.
Is there a bot?
Entertain people.
Is there a bot back there?
Oh. They're out there crushing trees. That's so loud right now. You can't hear them, but it's like run, in my head or whatever.
Wait, what was it like again? Pretty sure that's not what it sounded like, but all right.
Next up,
wait. Before we go on, you never did tell us like any more resolutions though you made. So you want to be more Michael than DJ.
No,
it sounds like there's more to it.
No, I normally don't take a lot of time to do stuff for myself. I started taking Sundays off.
Yep.
Like a month or so, 2 months ago. Sometimes it's not easy to not work 7 days a week doing what we do, but we try our best and we do what we can. So I'm trying to. Nice, Charlie. I'm just trying to. Sounds like something I would have put in a chat like 5 years ago before I became a YouTuber.
Yeah, right. This sounds like something I've seen in my chat from you recently.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. And as always, just trying to be a better person, but that's a lifelong commitment, not really a 2023 kind of thing. Let's move on. Sid Modding.
I know you wanted to talk a little bit about this.
This is going to be pretty epic. So he released 3 Claas Lexions, but they were the European version. Well, now he has finished up the American versions and has submitted them for testing. Right now we have 2 600s and a 700.
Did you know I can drive these in real life?
Oh, just is that before or after you spilt all the grain on the ground and got 1 million views on a short? I mean,
it's actually like 1.5 million now.
Yeah.
What is wrong with? Why do you guys like watching me mess up? What's wrong with you guys?
Funny. I'm responsible for at least 10 of those. He's also adding 1 more 600 and 2 more 700s to the European version, and all of those are getting an American version.
So what is chat? I'm curious what chat feels about Claas equipment. I feel like everyone was so like super excited when it came to was it 19 it came into first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that platinum expansion, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like, oh, finally Claas equipment coming to Farm Sim. And I feel like it's kind of, at least in the American market, you don't hear people talk about it very often.
I think maybe because it's a little bit more rare. Like if you're in the American market, you get Case or John Deere.
Yeah, it seems like those are the 2 brands, right? Even like New Holland's kind of pushed back. It's just it's there.
But it's exciting because it's at least in the game. Console players have never been able to have a yellow Claas, an American Claas.
This is the model I drove. It's the tracked version I drove in in Ontario this fall, actually harvesting some. We were doing some corn, not corn. It was actually we were planting and harvesting at the same time. But anyways,
Yeah. This
man,
is
it was
exciting.
something else.
This is
Something
super cool.
And he did such a good job on these. I think I've seen some early access stuff on these as well. And yeah, they've looked pretty good. That's the pictures of them. I think he's got a video posted on his site, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Somebody else has got a video coming out at 1 p.m. on Sunday. I don't know who it could be.
Who would that be? Huh.
I have so many first looks coming out this weekend. This is going to be such a great weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, they're real. They're happening. The only thing is they don't have headers. I show in my video,
I think there's some modded headers out there you can get for these.
I showed, I think it was like 4 or 5 grain head and corn heads that if you want to use them, like the honeybee, oh man, this has a huge auger in the 18 foot or the 18 meter. It just fits. There's so much room for activities, so you could get under there and unload. You don't have to get like right up against the header. It's so awesome. I'm ready. I'm so ready.
No, he's done a great job. And like you're getting a bunch of different models with these now. You got the North American side of things. I know most of the fan base that's listening to us right now is more of the North American side. So you guys are gonna have access to the more North American equipment, which is great. I'm all for it for sure. And it's from Sid.
Yeah. And if you don't want the European versions or you don't want the American versions for whatever reason, there are 2 separate mod packs.
Yeah.
So you can have the one that you want.
So just get them both.
Get them both.
He gets more downloads in the mod hub anyways then, which is perfect.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah. So this is exciting. It's a lot of fun, and it's something brand new that a lot of players have never been able to use before, and they sound super good. Moving on. Thanks, Larry.
I haven't heard the sound of them yet. Has he got some custom sound files? Really?
Normal. You know how so often I do only audio in my videos and no like blah 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 blah.
Oh, I thought you were talking like the only audio was your voiceovers, but no.
See, you're watching the videos everyone else is. This one, I got like a minute and a half of it just driving around. It was so good. I was like, put on my good headphones for that video. Next up, I got a question for you, and this is a very deep tissue massage type of question.
Chat, what have I got myself into here?
And I'm gonna need you to respond with the most accurate thing. You're like, huh? Or whatever. However you feel, you good. Also, Tony, get out of here. What if I told you that a Ford Raptor had a TRD customization option?
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it don't. No, it don't. The Agritono have said, and I'm going to pull up my script for this one so that you guys can see. The only thing I'm a little bit interested in is the TRD logo on the back, Toyota Racing Development, not quite on brand. However, Agritono publicly said they forgot to erase the sticker. Aren't they modeled? People see you writing right now?
I know.
I love how everything's anonymous. You're anonymous camel today. Great.
I understand that. Anonymous camel. All right.
Yep.
Hey, man.
Yep. If only you were signed into your account or whatever.
I am signed in. That's the weird thing. I'll be anonymous camel, though.
Anyway, so they have said that the TRD thing was a sticker that they forgot to take off. Boy, oh boy. There's a lot of things going through my head, and some of those could sound like accusations. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut until we find out what's going on. Anyway, the 3500 is alive. There was a TRD Punisher edition. Yeah, it's a Toyota, but it's not. It's
you know what? That's a good way to get away from any kind of like copyright stuff in a way. Like it's like you mix and match 2 different types of trucks together, you slap them together and be like, see, it's not a Ford, it's not a Toyota. What is it?
Yeah, but that's kind of like all right, let's see if we can stay monetized real quick. It's kind of like saying, yeah, you thought I was a Ford? Well, see, I'm a Toyota or nothing. I forgot the sticker.
Are you pretending to show your derriere? Is that what you're doing right now?
That is what I was gonna do, but I remembered that we got that email from YouTube this past week. So,
DJ needs to quit showing his backside, is what it said. Okay, got it.
A Froyota? What?
A Froyota?
Froyota? Sounds like a froyo type of dessert. Anyway, if we go back a minute, the truck is in game. A few months ago, it was being remodeled again. So now we're looking good. We got a couple different front ends on it. Wheels look awesome. The wheels always looked awesome on this mod. And a lot of people are ready to see this coming back. So I'm ready to see it coming back as well.
I hope it comes out. I want to see it sooner than later for sure. I like the fact that we're getting more somewhat branded trucks to get away from the lizard stuff that's in game. Because there's so many people we talked about this during the year-end review.
Mhm.
And like the top mods in Farm Sim right now are non-farming related stuffs. So you got trucks, you got motorcycles, right? Like,
oh, it's ridiculous.
so
I would say ridiculous.
This
it's
is
kind
what
of
the
funny.
community wants. This is what you guys want, obviously.
Yeah,
So
none of
let's
these
see
are
more of it.
farming related, really.
I mean, yeah, the trucks are farming related, sure, but
Yeah.
they're not at the same. Like, why are people downloading these? It's not for the. Well, I'm thinking of using this as a farm truck only, and it's going to tow only my farm stuff. No. You guys are doing this, buying this stuff so you can mess around and have fun and do stuff that's extracurricular, right?
There's 2 dirt bikes.
Yeah. Well, technically 3 if you call the ATV one as well, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's a.
That's Agritino as well.
Yeah, speaking of ATV, your segues are awesome, on point today. So this looking great. Are you ready for it?
I'm totally ready for it. I mean, I don't know why I would have said that.
So you said that the dirt bike was not a dirt bike, or the non-dirt bike was a dirt bike. Well, what would you call this? Huh?
I mean,
Slush's Modding's 2005 John Deere Buck 500 is in fact.
Do you want to put that in English?
It didn't translate it. All right, what did I say?
Just read the script. You want me to read it for you? I could probably read it for you if you want.
Oh man, please read it for me. I would love to hear this. Can I?
It's the 2005 John Deere Buck 500 ATV from Slush's Modding. It has been submitted for testing. This mod is for all platforms, and they have dropped a teaser for it on their TikTok channel. If you'd like to check it out before it releases, that video is just a quick walk around, and DJ even got to drive it for just a little bit.
I didn't. You read that wrong. They drove it.
Yeah, whatever. I'm saying you did.
Like, whatever.
I'm rolling with it.
Anyway, it's a thing. It's happening. I think it's pretty cool. In the thumbnail, K-Bot's face is on it. I thought that was awesome.
Pretty funny. I do like your little script though. That's good. I mean,
thanks, man. I basically copy and pasted from Farm Sim News. I did such a good job.
It's perfect. At least one of us did some work this week because somebody did not.
You weren't around, so I was like, all right, what can we do to make sure Klutch knows what's going on?
Klutch wasn't here at all this week, guys. I apologize. I've been MIA from. You know what? It's like the after Christmas family time, so no Klutchy poo around. And this weekend we may get things back together. We'll see.
That's good.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be good.
Nice.
Anyways, 4-wheeler. Super excited to have those. I'm curious to see, like, is it just a reskin? I wonder, from his other ATV. Or he didn't have an. No, Slush's doesn't have an ATV, do they? Do they have an ATV?
Well, let's find out together, shall we?
I don't know if Slush's has one.
Oh wait, that's Farm Central Soul. Wrong modder. Slush.
Go to top mods. He's got one of the top mods, doesn't he?
Hey, you just type in the modder. Search is getting a little bit better.
There we go.
Oh,
he's got the side by side. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
that doesn't look like it though.
It's not just a reskin.
No,
I'm
this
assuming
is a new mod.
Does it say? What's the horsepower rating on the on that bear? Does it say anywhere?
Nope. Spoiling it. Probably 500.
I wonder if it's fairly like just the mechanics are similar. They just tweaked the body and stuff.
No,
it's John Deere branded, so guys are going to go crazy over this thing. Let's be honest.
I think it's cool, man.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it at all. The funny thing is, does John Deere still make ATVs?
Ooh, good question.
I seem to think they don't anymore.
I'm guessing chat would probably know.
Does anybody in chat know? I have a funny feeling that John Deere got out of the ATV business. I think they still make side by sides, or maybe they got out of that too. But I have a funny feeling. Actually, when I was visiting Peterson Farm Brothers, they have I think it's a John Deere ATV, and I think when we were talking about that, they don't make them anymore. I don't think.
If only
it was kind of funny because they were using that to move some stuff around, but the Kubota guys are like, yeah, can we get that thing out of here? We don't want that in any of our shots. Like, we don't want it anywhere close by. But they had it in the background. Anyways.
People say I've never seen a John Deere ATV. Somebody says no. A couple people have said yes. I'm on their website right now, and I don't know. Well, I don't know which.
It might be an old, because I know they obviously had it at one point in time, but I don't think they do it anymore. At least that was my understanding.
Sports turf. It's probably in forestry and logging, isn't it? Yeah,
maybe.
It's not.
August 14th, 2006 was the last one. Ryan says they make gators now. There you go.
I was about
Ryan
to say,
seems to know what he's talking about.
They've been putting. I mean, this was an 05, so
yep. There you go. Nick, cheers, Nick. See chat seems to know what they're talking about. So apparently 06 was the last time they made them. So this is an older model we're going with, I guess, which is kind of cool too. Nothing wrong with that, right?
I'll take it.
I have no problem with it at all. I just find my little story was kind of funny. I just that sticks in my head a little bit. They didn't want to have any John Deere stuff anywhere close by the Kubota chute. But we'll use it to move our camera equipment around. That's all.
Yeah. Next, I want to show you something that's massive. Yeah, I'll say it. Why not?
Massive?
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of text here.
There's a lot of text. There's a picture that's even larger, and it's kind of ridiculous, actually.
Yeah, we kind of spoiled this already, didn't we?
We spoiled this already. By we, I mean me, and by me, I mean oops. This is Hispano-Modding's project layout sheet.
Do you think that somebody got a little bit of incentivization? I don't know what the word's going to be.
Well,
do you think someone looked at the container that came out with the Platinum DLC and be like, you know what? That's a great idea. We should expand on this.
It would if only me and you hadn't been talking about it in the back of my truck last summer before the Platinum DLC was announced.
Good point.
Or no, it was
in
after.
The back of your truck. That's weird.
It was after, but we didn't know that there were containers.
I feel like I should not have gotten the back of your truck. That's probably the last time I should do that.
So I was in the back of my truck. Everyone was in the back of my truck. Blame me for the layout. He did a good job. I'll tell you that much. So he's there are and not to spoil it, but somebody may have a video coming out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time about this. But if they weren't, then I would say there's probably going to be one loader, which there is, and we know this actually. There's these containers right here. There are technically only 6 different containers, but each version has a high version. So it was very cramped. Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, you got a 20, 30, and 40, and then 25, 35, and 45. Don't get confused. 6
I'm
different
not.
containers.
It seems like overkill to me.
Yeah, I love it.
Take that back a little bit, but hey, man, whatever.
I love that it's overkill. And then you have the high cube.
Sorry, I'm going to have to stop you there. If anybody would love overkill, it's this guy.
I love overkill. Underkill, not my thing. Definitely.
Over all the time, all day long.
But he's also shown off, but those are just the grain containers. So you take the grain, you put it in the container exists with the grain inside of it. But there's also standard containers. I don't know what they're going to do with those. And then tank containers. Well, those are regular containers, but liquid. You take the liquid, you put them in, then it is a liquid container. And then there's also the flat rack containers, which I'm guessing is just a regular container with no top on it because it's flat.
Seems like it's very similar to like the IT Runner stuff.
Yeah, but it's not. Way better. Way better than IT Runner. IT Runner is for people who are lazy. Trucks! There's already one truck out. We already have it. It's the T2000. Yep. Technically, it really doesn't have anything to do with containers at all. But
it is containers.
It is it can. And the trailers we're going to talk about, there are semi-truck there. Oh, I should have used that truck in the video. I'm an idiot. My bad, Hispano. My bad. Anyway, so they're using the T2000, as you can see here, as the base for all of these. They're going to have container carriers for all the way up to what looks like 25 feet, which is pretty exciting. I'm kind of ready for this. I need a PhD to understand why he's promoting his vids so much on Klutch's channel. I'm on Facebook, and I took my ref links out of his things. If you go on YouTube right now, they're not there unless you're on my channel. Then they're there. You're welcome. But that's gonna be tomorrow.
You should whatever. You can click DJs too. We're all good.
Yeah. Use code DJ GoHim, even though there's no code. There's also there's also even does it have auto load? These are not auto load containers. It's for grain, so it's just a tipper.
So I mean, technically, it's auto load because you dump grain into them and it automatically fills them up. Does that count?
I feel like filling it up is just what they do. You could just automatic isn't really a thing. It just happens. It would be weird if it didn't.
If it didn't auto load, it'd be weird. Yeah. I mean, but if you look at so the flat deck racks, those are not auto load, right? To my understanding, those are.
They are not as much as I wanted them to be in my video.
So that would be nice to have. Yeah, if there's a way we could make that auto load, that'd be even better. Anyways,
you can lock them. So this is I talked about this in the video. There's a safety lock, I guess, on the bottom that in real life locks the containers down.
Mm-hmm.
And they just click on and off, just like any other attachment would. But if you have it locked, you can't unclick it. It just physically won't do it. You can't complete this action while in this state or whatever.
So how many can you stack? I wonder. Is it unlimited?
So I didn't try stacking none because I behaved myself in the video.
That seems like something I'm going to have to do when these come out for sure.
But
how many we can stack and then drive around with?
Whoa!
Not that I try to do that with logs.
I need help. I don't know how this happened, but this is way.
Control minus. These are big pictures.
Oh yeah. So
there you go. You fixed it.
I wrote him in. No, I didn't. It keeps just snapping back. Let's go down. There's containers, ways to pick them up, trailers, just a bunch of different versions. This is what I'm curious about right here. Map. Elm Creek Pacific.
Yeah.
And then you've got locomotive with rail cars and grain cars. And
have they made a map before?
No. They are working on a map right now, but it's PC only because it's got the things that fertilize on them in a circle.
Elm Creek Pacific.
Elm Creek.
It's a good. You know what? That's a great name in a way because that's really get people thinking.
Yeah, I put it in Farm Sim News as the title today. Or yesterday, or the day before. Even I forgot. Crap. Anyway, this is fun. This is exciting.
It's got some interesting things on here for sure. Like there's
so much awesomeness.
You know what? There's been a few modders that have done this in the last couple of years, like putting out a little bit of a flow chart or a path to what they have planned to going out. And I just love this kind of stuff. You guys are awesome.
Oh yeah, and Volvo. They've added Volvo to the branding of the Lizard Crane. There is one thing. So I got to find it in my script because it hurt my brain. And so you're going to have to give me a second to go find this in one of my scripts. But actually, I'm just going to find it on my website. Thanks, Yos.
Did you know DJ has a website?
It's farmsomnews.com, baby.
There you go. Another shameless plug.
Thanks, man. All right, I think it's in here.
Yeah, DJ, did you drive that as well? Just wondering.
Shut up. You're killing me, man. Oh, it was Dave. Oh, thanks, man. Even worse. Look how well he does this.
I didn't even have to do it. I love it.
All right, so I talked about it down here. Yeah. So also I don't know where the pictures are. Yes. Website is one of the last things not brought to you by GPORTAL. Yeah, until we get the banners put up. My bad. I need to get those done.
Soon.
Very soon. So on here, he uploaded the high-res version. I also have a lot of stuff open right now, so that's probably why the website's taking a minute. He uploaded a high-res version of that sheet that we looked at.
Are you on dial-up?
Leave me alone. How do you think I called you earlier? Said you could download it and zoom in really well. I accidentally showed you where you don't miss a thing. And when I say high-res, I mean it. Most screenshots that I use on Farm Sim News are 1080p. So they're about 2 million pixels total. The one that he uploaded is 238 million pixels. It is like the original size for it
Isn't that like
was
8K?
okay. January 3rd was that 3 days ago? So that was what, Tuesday? No, it is not 8K. It is like 16 or 32K. I gotta find the pixel count. Me and Yost were talking about this. He's like, "Holy crap!" So it would have been Tuesday, Modders, Hispano. The original is 16,044 pixels by 14,877 pixels.
Why?
How? I don't even know how to make something that large. Shut up. It's insane.
I don't understand. Whatever, man.
DVDs. Anyway, I just thought that was worth bringing up because, oof.
Yeah, I don't understand, but all right, man. You know what? There's these guys. They love their pictures. They love their equipment, and that's one way to show it off, right there.
Yep, Jay, that was for you, and I'm glad you slam dunked it. Appreciate it. Moving on. You ready for what's next?
You know what? I've seen this, and it looks cool.
So this is interesting. So Mac Trucker, we'll talk about it real quick, and then we'll do the thing. Unless you want to read, and I'll show pictures. You want to do that?
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, I'm really good at the reading of your scripts.
Oh, let's.
You know what? I mean, you should do like one of your whole DJ news. We should rename it to DJ News instead of Farm Sim News.
I feel like people would jump
Michael
in there and
News.
be like, none of this is about DJ Jazzy Jeff. He's
How about
killing
Michael
it right
News?
now. Why don't you talk about him?
Michael News. We could call it Michael News instead.
I feel like nobody would watch that. I don't
I don't know,
even
chat.
wanna
Would you
watch
guys
that.
listen to Michael News?
It sounds so
Like,
uninteresting.
It's news about Michaels. No? Okay. This is a lot of, I don't know if I can read this much. You know what? Like, I'm just literally waking up right now. You want me to read this whole thing? How do you do this day in, day out?
I wrote like all of this. I write my script at 6:30 in the morning, dog.
You should get an AI to do your scripts for you.
Coming up.
Really?
Don't ruin my videos for me.
Are you really thinking about doing that?
Chat GPT is going to write an episode of Farm Sim News, I think, next week.
Oh boy, I want to see that.
I was going to do it this week, but I was like, I can't really
Have you
do that.
tried? Have you checked it out to see what it does?
No, but I've watched a lot of people do it.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few as well. That would be
also-
awesome. I can't wait to see this.
I have some ideas, but I figured the guys that you would expect to do stuff like that, like Pickle, I figured he would be on it immediately. Now, granted, I don't know if he has done it or not, but
I don't think he's done it, but he might have. You know what? He did. He released a video on speaking of GPORTAL. He put out a video on how to use ATS, American Truck Sim, with set up a GPORTAL server with them. If you guys haven't done, if you guys play American Truck Sim, this is a free pitch right now. If you guys play American Truck Sim, check out GPORTAL, get a server with them as well, because I've got one and it's actually works really well for playing multiplayer with American Truck Sim as well. So get out, go check out your GPORTAL server for that as well. Okay, you want to talk about this thing from Mac Trucker, right?
I'm just getting roasted in your chat right now.
You are totally getting roasted. Girlfriend still in testing. Ouch.
You guys suck. Anyway, so
Yeah, we do read the Twitch chat as well, Joe. The Twitch chat's still flying there. Don't you worry.
I'm gonna show people pictures, and then you show people how good you
boy.
are at reading words.
I am definitely reading the words. This is the service pickup truck from Mac Trucker. He's made some progress on. It's now in game. As with every mod, there has been a few hiccups along the way. Trying to integrate the workshop trigger into it, as it's considered a placeable. The fueling version is working fine, though acts as a mobile fuel station. Although we have a few things like this in game already, the biggest issue right now is keeping the mod for all platforms, as the workshop script could be pretty easily to implement, but would be PC only. He does say that if worse comes to worse, we could see the workshop as a toolbox that can be strapped down. But then again, we already have one of those too. So we'll see what happens from here.
It's cool.
Did I emphasize the words the same way you do, or did I put my own little flair to it?
Only the opposite of the way that I do it. You did pretty good.
Okay. Perfect. That's pretty much what I was going for. Hey, Eric's in the chat. Eric, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're
What's
doing
up,
all right.
Eric?
Good to see you, man.
The
Hope
man
you're doing
who
well.
makes the softest shirts, even though they come from Streamlabs. I don't know how he does it.
I know Eric has been going through some stuff, so I just wanted to say shout out to Eric there. Cheers to you, man. I hope you're doing all right.
It's cool. It's just another truck on Mod Hub. And, I think people like the F-350.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that like the TLX because 2 of them are in the top,
We need to change the tires on this thing. That's the only thing right now.
They're a little
like
big.
the tires.
They're a little big. It looks like somebody got a hold of this in Forza and was like, ooh, big wheels.
23-inch rims.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting.
Other than that, I love it. I love it. Another pickup truck. Once again, something that the community definitely, obviously, is got their talons into. This is what you guys want for sure. It seems like this type of stuff. Give me some more trucks with some interesting capabilities to them, and you guys seem to be loving it up. So I can definitely understand why you guys. Why did Yost get blocked there?
Oh, the shirts are not from Streamlabs. Might be.
Oh wait, I see why he got blocked. Never mind.
Did he? What have you done? Hang on, I gotta let chat load because I haven't loaded your stream since we started. I need to see this because, like, he's my guy. Wow, you got a lot of chats on YouTube. Dang.
Yeah, it's busy. It's busy in there. I can see why Yost got blocked now. Never mind. He got me with that one. Nice work, Yost.
Did he?
Yep.
What is this? Hang on.
You can't see it?
No, it's on you. How far back was it?
You might have to chat it again. I don't know.
Oh, did he message something and it didn't go through for a moderator?
It didn't go through, yeah.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, who's blocking
I said it could go through, though. I let it go through. It's right after Eric. It's only like 10 chats up.
20. Oh, I'm new to
Yeah. Anyways, Yost got me. Nice work, Yost.
The guy who basically owns FarmSimNews.com, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he nailed it. Nice work.
Oh, that's great.
And Anders coming in with 10 gifted members as well. Cheers to Anders. Cheers, bud. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, Anders. Good to see you, man. It's been a bit.
You're gonna have to do a member stream sometime soon.
I need to do a stream sometime. It's been a bit. I like I said, we took the week off, so we'll be back at her. Appreciate welcome in new members. Anyway, service bed truck looks good. I'm excited to see more of this stuff. There's a couple for PC out there in some different websites. I'm curious to see how he's going to do this. Like he said, there's the fuel works fine. It's just the service bed itself does not work currently on console. Yeah, the way it's built. Yeah. So
what they're wanting to do is make it to where you could just pull your tractor beside it, and it's a shop. But unfortunately, you can't do that because it's a placeable. The way that I believe it was Schultz modding.
Hang on a sec. Does the toolbox?
There's
that because I know on PC we have those in the mod hub. I'm not sure if it's for all platforms. There's that toolbox you can actually pick up.
It is, yeah.
Oh, is that all platforms?
If only one of the two of us would have done a first look on that the other one would have watched.
Okay, this has been out for like a year, so settle the horses into the corner. You put those horses down for now, and we'll talk. We got that. There's a plate. It's not a plate. It's a placeable that you can pick up and move around.
Yes. When you save the game, come back. It is back where you placed it the first time.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So I think whatever they do, Mac Trucker 921 right now is killing it. And whatever they figure out or decide to do is probably going to be pretty cool.
I don't know, Red Terror, who made that one? Who made that toolbox?
I believe it was Schultz modding.
Was it Schultz?
I think so, yeah. Or as 4B would say, Schultzy.
Schultzy.
Yeah, not to be confused with Shorzy, which I watched way too fast.
I haven't even finished it off yet.
I watched the new Letterkenny season, and I got to the end of the last episode. I was like, that's it?
Oh.
I want more.
Yeah, because they only do like 8 episodes per season, right?
Yeah, this wasn't the best season that they've had. But then again, I haven't watched in a long time, like last summer. So I think I may have to go back. I haven't watched it at
all lately. I'm behind on I need to get my Canadianisms back into me.
Get it in you. I watched actually, it's one of my talking points at the end. I watched John Wick for the first time last night. I'm watching the second one tonight and the third one tomorrow. Never seen them before. First one was epic. Yeah, it was awesome. It was so good. Why have you not let me watch this? It was the same thing with...
I assume with all your free time sitting there doing nothing, I thought you'd watch all these shows.
Easy now.
I thought your girlfriend would have made you watch these. Weird. Awful. Is that crickets? I thought I heard some crickets there. Weird. Nothing.
I'm not making it full screen. I'm removing myself from the stream altogether. Anyway, it's an awesome movie. Let's move on. Next up, Court Farms. I feel like we're getting closer. I feel like we're getting a whole lot closer to Court Farms than we were, because we're getting more and more like everything that we're seeing now is a little specific piece.
Or you know what? He does do that, doesn't he?
He does, but he'll do something and then change it and then make it better and then be like, hey, you remember when I did that thing? I changed it, made it better. It's even better now. He's so good at that. He's the best.
He is. His maps are ridiculous. Like Oxy does some crazy stuff. Court Farms looks to be, could possibly be his best yet. But it's just so funny the way the way he teases us with these with his maps. You never quite know what to expect. It's like, okay, it looks like it's done. It looks like it's good. And then all of a sudden it's like, you know what? I'm not happy with this spot right here. And he starts reworking a spot. He's like, well, how do you feel? Like he'll put out a post like, oh, I think I've decided to rework this side over here now. And then every time you're like, man, that was brilliant. Why didn't you just do that from the start? And then it just takes a little bit longer. But the one thing with Oxy's farms, all his maps, typically, I don't know, I can't think of one where he's had to come back to it and be like, you know what? Sorry guys, I messed this up. I had to redo this one thing or whatever, and you need a new game save now. Has that happened before?
The only map that he released for Farm Sim 22.
Oh, did it happen on that one? I didn't have a playthrough on that one, so I didn't notice it.
Yeah, so he had the first two versions, like 1.0 and then 1.1. Okay. And I believe it's either 1.2 or 3 now, or version 2 in general. Yeah, he had to come through all of the fences.
Oh, like that's right.
The gates, right. Yeah. They were attached to the chicken XML.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. So if you deleted that, you deleted everything else.
But if you own the chicken coop, no one else in multiplayer could use the gates, so you couldn't get in and out of anywhere. And then there was a toolbox or something under one of the main fields.
Yeah. I forgot about that. That was actually kind of a funny thing. It was actually a pretty good trolling thing, actually, in the first version.
It was pretty good, yeah.
If I remember hearing about that. I'm like, you know what? You could kind of troll some friends with that. It'd be kind of funny.
And people did. And we're really, if you were one of them, we're real proud of you. You took advantage of the situation and you made it turn into gold for yourself and no one else. You did good. You did good.
So anyways, that's, I forgot. I did forget about that. But usually his maps, when they're released for 1.19 and before that even, they're good to go. And like, you have a fully done map that's not, oh, we're just kind of testing this out and we'll put some updates to get it better as it goes. It's not typically how it is.
So I think the underlying message here is Oxygen David wants to make the best thing he possibly can, and he will work his tail off until he thinks that it's ready.
You got the latest screenshots anywhere?
I got a couple. I was just going to read through some stuff that he has kind of either reiterated or recently included. So we got new crops coming to the map, linseed and field beans right now. Yep. We also have some more impossible crops, peas, alfalfa, and rye. That's pretty cool.
Impossible or possible?
Possible. I was burping a lot through there. I'm sorry. New animals.
I've never heard of these impossible crops before.
Yeah. That's how you get the impossible whopper, man. Come on.
We get some impossible cows.
Those are soybeans. That's what those are called. New animals, including the Devonshire bulls, heifers, calves, piglets, rams, lambs, ducks. I see you, Richard. Goats, foals, and a couple other ones. 6 different yards with various small outposts across the map. They say more than 10 sell points. Or I think they said over 10. Like, you had over 10 sell points. Like you've got over 100 horsepower. I reworded it and said more than 10. Because that's what over 10 means. Custom productions that are already built into the map, new wind effects, new lighting, over 150 fields, over 100 custom buildings on the map. Realistic
so many
DM.
Questions I have with this stuff,
everything. And the main farmhouse has an interior. And I mentioned in my video that, I wish that wasn't a feature of a map or a feature of any farmhouse and farming simulator for that matter. It should just be the way it is.
I wish the To be honest, I mean, I know I'm asking a lot here, but I wish even the productions were all like
Easy.
that.
Easy now. Oh, they're just
Come
going to look like the interior of GTA productions for this.
I'm fine with that. I am totally
I'd love that.
100% fine with that. It doesn't even have to. I mean, you kind of have it on like the sawmill on the Platinum DLC map, right? Like
Yeah.
Silverwood or Silver Run.
Yeah.
It's you got a bit of an interior. That's all it needs to be. It doesn't have to be crazy.
That's
I just
cool.
want to be able to walk in.
Yep.
That's all.
So there's one interesting thing about this map that I think is going to sprout some creativity for modders moving forward. So the way the map sits right now, it's over 1 gigabyte.
Yeah.
That's large.
Yeah.
Which it's over the mod hub requirement for mods, which currently I believe have to be under 1 gigabyte.
Yeah.
So he's making each farm a placeable like a placeable pack in the mod hub. So you're able to have the farms you want. They can be pre-placed, deleted, custom built, move things around the way you want to, and they can be used on other maps because it's a mod pack, not on the map itself. But they're required on there, which is kind of cool.
So will the map load without them then?
It'll load without them, but they won't be on there. It's what I'm
not.
getting. I can't tell you that 100%, but that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I mean, it should work out fine, I guess. Like you're just gonna have this open spot. I guess I'm curious to see what this will look like without those placeables. My worry is that because the way he's doing it this way, like I haven't looked that hard at the maps or at the farm areas yet in the pictures, but I'm assuming now that they're all flat.
I think most of them are fairly flattish.
Yeah, I think that almost have to be in a way, right?
Yeah.
So that the overlay can sit on top of that when you have the mod in your folder.
Oh, I think it's like building by building.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting off of this. Again, we're kind of speculating a little bit, but we're trying to go off of what we've seen already.
I thought I saw some of the pictures, the map, the farms themselves. They have ruts and stuff for where the roadways would be. Like he's really that's what he always does, right? Like all his paths and his roads around the farm always have a very distinctive texture that he pre-built into them to make them look really good. So I'm curious to see how that's going to work out.
Should look pretty good. He's aiming for release sometime in the spring, so March, April, May, sometime in there. This next part's going to make a lot of people unhappy.
Wait a minute, that's a good point that Jay's bringing up.
Okay.
I mean, this was like this brings us back to global companies all of a sudden, DJ. No?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I've tried to be nice. Because we don't know exactly how it's going to work yet, and I'll wait until the thing is tangible to make my own decisions about how happy I am about it.
I cannot wait to have this discussion. This is going to be fun.
I will say there are no mod maps that I have installed right now that require extra mods, so we'll just put it that way.
Hey Levi, how you doing, buddy? That's not. I don't know if there's many mod maps out there that there's nothing in obviously the mod hub that requires that. There's a few PC maps out there that do that. But I can't think of. Is there anything in the mod hub that does you need extra map mods for? Is there a couple? What am I thinking of? What? I
don't know. I didn't care.
Okay, fair enough.
Sorry.
I can't think of too many that really require that are in the mod hub. But
so I mentioned now. I know that Oxy kind of gets annoyed with stuff like that too. I'm sure. So we will see how he implements it. Maybe it'll be implemented well. Maybe it'll be exactly what we've seen. Again, I'll wait to DJ get out of the chat. Are you timing me out? This is an 82 Studios chat.
Nice try. Nice try, Kubota.
Love you, man. Appreciate it. Give me $20. That's for you, Klutch. Anyway, so here's the part that people are not going to like. Take what you want. The map will be released for PC only first.
Yep.
To fix any issues, and then they'll be moving on to the console version. I don't know if console version means this is the one that's going to be on Mod Hub, but he just says, unfortunately, the PC version will be released first to fix any issues before moving on to the console version. That's the information we have. And that's what I can tell you.
All right.
Mikey, you're about an hour late.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
well, we'll see how that turns out. I'm sure there's going to be some people in the community that aren't so fond of that.
Mostly console players.
Yeah.
And
I can't wait for the questions in your. I mean, you know what? I might have to go come read your comments in half your videos and be like, where is this available for console? Is this available for console?
Goodness gracious. Anyway, so just trying to pass along all the information that we have because I know that this is the most anticipated map right now, Farming Simulator 22. So
I think so.
I'm gonna give you all the information I got. Let's move on. I got something really cool that you're gonna think that I'm not being serious about, but I am.
I was reading about this like when you were sitting there at the start. We were talking about this. I haven't heard about this before. This right now. This is the first time I've heard about this, and I'm kind of confused. So can you please tell me about it?
All right. So I'm gonna put a picture in your head, and then I'm gonna expand on that picture with the words that come out of my mouth.
My head hurts. Come on, man.
So imagine that you've got just this area. Could be a flat area.
Yeah.
Could be an area where maybe it's got, a little hill. Maybe it kind of looks like a bowl.
A little hill?
Yeah, a little hill. Maybe one on the left, one on the right. And in the middle, it is filled with stones.
Okay.
The stones for Farming Simulator that come out of your crops, out of the ground, from, the big stones that you go.
What was that again?
It was a callback to a future Farm Sim show. I'm not doing it twice.
Darn it. Fine.
But there's like a bajillion of them. There's probably millions, if not billions, of liters of them.
Okay, of rocks.
Of rocks.
Stones.
It is a quarry.
Interesting.
That you can go dig, that you can take a wheel loader in and get it out, put it on the back of a dump truck.
This sounds like a mine.
Sounds like a mine, but it's in the open. It's like one of those Minecraft mines that you look at like, why is all that at the top? That's one of those. That's so exciting.
So is this a placeable?
It's on the maps. Poor Boy Modding is adding rock quarry areas to Wilhelmina Forest and Piney Acres. And basically this is to mimic a stone quarry so that you can use big wheel loaders, dump trucks, excavators, do stuff like that to make some extra cash and have some fun. And I think this is a new trend that once it releases and people see like, oh, people actually like this, I think it's going to catch on and more maps are going to be doing it. The only thing is that's a lot of stuff on the ground. I don't know how the lag's going to be.
I'm curious to see how that works out for sure. I mean, PC has there's obviously different ways of doing this on PC, but to bring this over to console and then maybe change some sale points up, the prices for the stones, maybe make them more valuable potentially.
Yep, or less valuable since instead of 2,000 liters at a time, you're whatever you can hold.
Yeah, like right now, stones really aren't worth much for if you go base game stuff at least, right? Like you sell them off to the crusher, it's like, yeah, I did this thing, but
But if you've got
the amount of money I spent trying to get the rocks over here was definitely not worth the time it took to do it. So,
but if you
you know what? There's some, like obviously he's going to build these into the maps, and there's probably going to be a different price list for those, I would assume. It's interesting, nonetheless. To bring this to console, I mean, there's been a lot of people asking for mining.
Yeah,
right?
But like
it's.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, terraform. We're just talking about a stuff that's on the ground that you have to pick it up. It's just a crop that's on the ground, but it's stones. I think this is neat. I think this is cool. It's different. It makes me wonder why has no one thought of this before. But then again, Farming Simulator's only been out for what, a year and a couple months, 2 months. And
now, how much have they shown? Do you have a picture of this already? You said or no?
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
See, I'm just trying to.
Let me load it up.
Don't forget to post the picture. Like, how many liters are we talking about, you think, here?
But too many.
It's a lot.
It's so many. This, that's it right there. It's also got ledges, which...
Yeah. And this is what it looks like on PC, to be fair. To be fair. This is how this type of stuff usually looks like on PC. Only on PC, we typically get, like, we'll get different types of crops as well, right? We'll get, like, dirt where you have to put through something to make gold out of or get gold chunks out of it or something like that. It'll change the crop types up. To just do stones for console, I think is been a long time coming, to be honest with you.
Kind of neat. Some people are saying this isn't new. Yukon Valley. Is Yukon Valley on all platforms?
New.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So
it's 16X for PC. It's just finally someone's done this for console. It looks like, or is trying to do it for console, and
That's right.
I think console players can rejoice that someone's finally doing this because it needs to happen.
Yeah. So if I speak, just assume it is with a console and mod hub in mind.
Yeah.
So also, what up, Nathan? Good to see you, dude. What up, bro?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, this has not been done for console yet. So
This is cool.
that's it. And you know what? Like, I know we've talked about this over the last couple months about having more of a like a mining side to farm sim. Like we've done forestry, of course. Is mining the next iteration for farm sim? Is that where we're going to possibly go into?
So somebody says Piney Run. That's what I was showing. That's what he said. Is Poor Boy Modding just trolling me to see what I'll tell people in farm sim? Ooh, if that's the case, watch yourself. Anyway, we'll go. DJ needs a new computer. I'm on one of the least powerful computers I got right now. Leave me alone.
New challenge. How many stones to break the game?
Probably less than that, guys. But I'm just guessing. Speaking of the game, thinking of farm sim in general, what if I told you there's a modder called Farm Sim Game, and it's not just a modder, it's a group of modders, and those group of modders are bringing us some American red barns, but you can change it up if you want to.
Can you change the color?
Yeah.
Nice, I like that.
That's so good. FSG modding. They've got a whole bunch of these really cool, just
they're classic. They're perfect. Yeah. They look authentic.
I want to build a farm on Ohio so bad right now, but I just don't have the buildings that I want to use. These are the ones I want to use.
They look great. They look so perfect. Cool. Yeah. I'm excited to see these ones for sure. And the fact that I feel like not enough modders have taken advantage of that color changeability.
Yeah.
So, I mean, does he show off any of the other colors on this one?
No. The mod pack it's the name of it's in the show doc. I think it's the Red Barn pack or something.
Yeah, Red Barn pack.
But it is color changeable.
Yeah. Anyways, love it. Like I said, I like the fact that we can change colors for a lot of these barns and these placeable objects. I just feel like the guys don't take enough advantage of it. I've got like a half dozen mods that I think that do that, but I've got 100 of these barns that are in my mod pack that don't do that. That's all.
Yep. So it's cool. I'm excited. Very, very much so. Man, we got one more topic.
One more?
Yeah, but there's something that I want to tell you. It's a secret. So, like,
boy,
I don't want you to tell nobody.
Hang on a second. I just got to do one thing here before you do this.
You feeling good? No, they don't. All right. Let me tell you a secret. Thank you to GPORTAL for sponsoring this episode of the Farm Sim Show podcast. They host premium game servers for Farming Simulator 22 that work on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Klutch and I have both been working with them for the past few years, and they have hosted our public and private game servers ever since. If you're looking for an easy way to play multiplayer with your friends, this is the best way to do it. GPORTAL servers allow you to have full control over your game, what mods are installed, permissions, and the game can be available 24/7. For Farm Sim 22, they've got a few different server options from 4 players all the way up to 16, and you can get an extra 25 gigabyte of mod space. Choose between 9 different server locations around the world to host your game, and you're ready to go. If you're interested in grabbing a game server for you and your friends, use the link for Klutch or myself at the top of the description and get 10% off all GPORTAL game servers right now. Again, thank you to GPORTAL for sponsoring this episode of the Farm Sim Show podcast.
I did notice
the secret's out.
I still do notice that there's like the K-bot face on the one you showed on the video. That's great.
What? Oh, is it this shirt too?
Yeah. Did you not notice that one? It's great. It's perfect.
Goodness. How does DJ change clothes so quickly? I'm super good like that. All right. This is going to be interesting. I don't know exactly how this is going to work, so there's going to be a bit of speculation with this one.
You got a tinfoil hat on yet? Or you could take one of those balloons off behind you and like slap it on your head.
The person that bought me those balloons is in here, and I don't want to disgrace the balloons until they're about to fall. I did think it would be very funny to do like in one of them and talk, but I don't want to be a bad influence. It's funny though.
Oh, is that a bad influence?
I got a button. I can just press the button.
Yeah, you're right. You can just push the button.
Anyway, so Caster Modding who has we are farmer what's up, Riddleman?
Gonna see a buck.
Testimony who has made the Planet BGA pack and the I think it's the Lizard BGA pack as well. He's the one that was in Farm Sim 19 who said Caster BGA on the side of everything. Now you can't put your modern name on it, so it's just Planet or whatever. So burp counter. He is set off for testing. Hey, what's up, Hispato? We showed your stuff already, but we're really excited.
You gotta go back now.
Gonna have to go back. He made it. He's awesome. So he sent in a modular BGA for testing, and as far as I can tell, it's called the Pumps and Hoses DLC Planet BGA extension.
It's a lot of words to say.
There's no way that that's the name of it, but it can't. I mean, it just can't be, right? That can't be the name. So
many words. You got to shrink that down a little bit.
But like I went off of the what's at the bottom. I had to translate everything, but yeah.
Maybe it sounds better. There's
just no way. There's just no way.
Anyways.
Anyway, so with this, and I got to go back to my script because I can't read German. There are 3 bunkers, 2 torches, 1 separator, 1 manure storage, 8 different fermenters, and 4 generators. These are meant to work in combination with Pumps and Hoses DLC. However, DJ Goham isn't sure if you have to have it or what would happen if you don't have it.
Go back to the pictures, though. Does this not look almost identical to the Pumps and Hoses DLC?
It does. Like, it's got all the pieces in there. However,
I don't understand this.
But as you know, it only works, like all these things, it only works if you have the Pumps and Hoses.
Yeah.
So
how can this become a DLC that goes in the mod hub? Is Giants going to let this go through?
But I don't know. There's just so many questions. This was just placed in front of me, what says yesterday at 9:02, but I already have my video done by then.
I got questions on this, on how I don't know what to think of it. It's just bizarre. It's like, you don't have to buy the Pumps and Hoses DLC. You can just get this mod now. Like, that seems a little bit weird to me.
Right.
Minus you're not going to get the hoses or the pump side of it. You're just going to get the BGA side of it. But yeah.
Right. Like, all of the stuff for the BGA is in here.
Yeah.
So it's just more stuff. Oh, they got permission from what you call it. This says thank you to
okay.
Yeah, so thank you to Create a Mesh for they said the Claas DLC, but I don't know, man. All I know is that Create a Mesh is somehow involved with Claas DLC, which doesn't seem relevant or related. And it's going to be in Mod Hub, and they have stuff in the Discord, and it's Planet Biogas and Create a Mesh,
seems a bit strange.
Biogas and DSA and Simulator 22.
Like, I know it's not I still say the main draw for the Pumps and Hoses DLC was obviously the hose, like the way you can drag the hoses through your fields.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that was it. This could be interesting if this gets released, but this could start a whole, man, like the people that paid $20 for that DLC or whatever it was for them, that might be a bit of a kick in the knackers.
Yeah. So somebody says, thanks for the great DLC, says Yos. Says, thanks for the Claas DLC.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but
I'm curious to see what happens with this. If this is true, like I said, I know I could be a little more opinionated than you on this kind of stuff, but
yeah. But I know that Caster says thanks for the great DLC. Okay, well then that makes more sense. Thanks, Google. You guys suck. But not in like a YouTube way, just in a YouTube Google Translate way. They'll demonetize us.
And yeah, maybe you're right, Trucker Matsy. That could be a thing. It could push the sales of the DLC a bit more for sure.
Good. And I mean, if they're working together, support the people that support you. Caster Modding's probably gotten a bunch of support from Creative Mesh. I've gotten a bunch of support from Creative Mesh, and I've given them a lot of support because they're great guys. I'm
just a little nervous on where this goes with that DLC. That's all.
Yep. Either way, I am excited about it because it's been a little while since the Pumps and Hoses DLC came out.
Yep.
So maybe this will kind of boost it a little bit, get more people playing it. But I think it is very important to say that if there's something that releases that you're not interested in, if there's something that releases that you don't like or you think is stupid or you don't want to use it, there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to use the Pumps and Hoses DLC, you don't have to. If you don't like the Silver Run stuff, Platinum, that is okay. And your opinion matters. And we like to hear what you think in the comments because that helps us do what we do better. So please let us know.
I usually pretty opinionated on this kind of stuff, so
I know
said my piece.
Yeah. There's a reason I wrote the show today, not you. So
yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, I like this. I think this is cool.
I think it's cool.
I'm excited. I'm a bit of a fanboy.
Wait a minute. Hang on a sec. That was the last one.
That was. What is there more?
I'm a little bit like when I give you, and you're like, you know what, Klutch? I wrote the whole show today.
Oh, so I did. Done? All right.
There's something that's missing. That's never on. That's on every time you do like a show flow.
Oh, are you talking about the top mods of the week?
No, not even that. To be honest.
Okay.
There's usually at least one thing that's brought up by a certain modder, and it's not this week, and it's weird.
Yeah. Sid Modding's in here. That's pretty cool. We talked about him earlier. What up, dude?
Hey, Sid. Good to see you, dude. How you doing, man?
Got your video done. It's going to come out on Sunday.
But there's literally there's one modder that we talk about pretty much every single show, and you're not going to say anything about him this week.
82 Studio?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't want to point it out. I don't want to be obvious.
He was in Farm Sim News yesterday, today, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got one video, or not one video. He's got one mod with Giants past testing. That's actually how I knew about the topic stuff. It was the first topic. All right, look, he's on the website. David, I'm sorry. Here's my weekly Friday simp to you. Here it is. All about 82 Studio. Starting off today. I was
just surprised that there was nothing in the Farm Sim show about 82 Studio this week. It's weird.
He's
bizarre.
He's moving. He's not doing anything.
Sure, he's always doing something. Get out of here.
He's moving. He's waiting.
All right.
Plus, David's gonna start his stream in 40 minutes.
So. There we go. There we go. Gotta give him some shot. Gotta give him some credit. All right, DJ.
Yes,
Love it.
That's it. That's the script. That's the thing. I put the words on the paper.
You did put all the words on the paper. You did an awesome job.
I can show everybody the top mods of the week. I don't think I showed those.
Look at those mods. Look at all the mods this week.
LOL. And the top mods third party. LOL probably.
I
don't know. I didn't look.
There's a few out there. Go check them
out. And
got nothing else.
Yeah, that's kind of 82 Studios not streaming today. Well, figure out something else to do. I don't know. Faber, you should stream. There you go. See, that was easy.
I'm gonna go watch a hockey game tonight. You guys are on your own.
I'm gonna watch John Wick #2.
You didn't happen to watch anybody and watch World Juniors in the chat? Anybody? World Junior Hockey? No.
Nope.
Canada gold? No.
No.
It's weird. Canada gold medal.
It was kind of a.
You guys got bronze. The states got bronze. DJ, you can. I mean, I'm
cool.
sure
we placed. That's awesome.
Yeah, you guys got bronze. It's not. It's kind of like gold, only not as good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised we got anything. I'm happy about that. It's great. We did great. Number one. We're the the meme
number 3.
The meme of the guy getting he gets his medal and he's biting the champagne bottle off and spraying it everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's like the third or fifth one down or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
I'll say it. That's kind of America with most things. I get it.
Come on.
It is what it is.
Good. You guys just did well. Buck, what are you doing? He's crazy, man. Cheers, Buck. Appreciate you, buddy.
This has been a pretty tough week for sports. I will say that much.
Yeah, there's lots of ball games going on, right? Bowl games.
Monday night wasn't the easiest. The NFL had a very, very tough thing happen at the Bills game.
Yeah.
I heard today that he is off of the with the respirator, the breathing machine. He's breathing on his own. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And we did lose an epic race car driver this week as well, which is unfortunate. So big prayers, big shout outs to go to everybody. Not only if you've lost somebody this week, but if you just go through a tough time. Beginning of the year ain't the easiest for everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a Discord full of a bunch of people that are very kind and loving. If you need something, jump in there and say, hey, we're good.
Wow, Nick. Come
all I
on,
got.
man.
My way a Canadian team can win.
Out of here.
So
Anyways.
what you doing this weekend? You gonna try and do anything?
You know what? This is the last weekend before the Klutch things go back to school. I was gonna say work, but we don't run a Klutch sweatshop here, really. They've got to go back to school this week. So got them for the weekend. I think we're gonna play some board games, hang out for a bit. We got some hockey. Actually, you know what? I got a lot of hockey with the kids, hockey and basketball. I think I've got a bottle drive to do right after this, and then we got the Flames game tonight to go to. It's a busy weekend for me. It's all Klutch things all the time this week right now. After Monday, it's get back to school.
Kick the baby. I'll kick the baby.
It should kick the baby. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Been a solid
and then we're
20
back to
years.
somewhat of a normal schedule of sorts. We'll see.
Yep. Giants should be back in full swing on Monday. I know a couple people came back this week. Testers were kind of intermittently testing things this week. That's how we knew 82 Studios mod went from NPC testing to testing completed. So should be going into console testing hopefully by early next week. If not, that means it failed and that'll go back through. There's my another 82 Studio reference.
There you go.
I got a lot going on this weekend, man.
What do you got going on?
It's
all video stuff, right? Like you're doing videos.
I have 5 videos
I think
releasing.
we talked about all the videos you're releasing this week, like throughout the show.
Yeah. But in case you missed them, tomorrow I have 3. I have 3 tomorrow. To be fair, one of those 3 is a replay of this video, so that is what that is. So start at 9 a.m. To get a container mod. 1 p.m. Eastern, the Edgewater, Saskatchewan map. So such a good, watch the whole video. It's so good. And then at 5 p.m., which is like 3 hours later than I normally drop videos, that's when I'm releasing the Farm Sim Show replay. And then Sunday, 9 a.m., I have the Ohio Supercut. Last episode of season 1 came out today. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. And then 1 p.m., the Claas Lexion US series from Sid Modding.
That hurts. I mean, a little bit.
But that's all I'm doing. My job is to make a bunch of videos. You do like 2 live streams a week and a couple vids, but they're always awesome. And you have 116,000 subscribers. You are growing insane.
We're just doing things, man. It's all these cool people in the chat right now coming to hang out. That's all. They're here they're all here for the Farm Sim Show. Let's be honest.
All right, look, Martin. You don't have to prove that you watch my videos like that. All right. You could have just said, hey, I was watching your video earlier. I saw that you made it where you can save your game more. That's cool. No, you chose this way and it hurts.
Well, appreciate you. I got nothing to say on that.
I got nothing to say either. This has been a fun week. I hope everybody's year is at least started off on the right foot. 2023 is here, baby, and we got nothing but good things in front of us. So let's have some fun.
We'll be back next week. Won't be Friday, I don't think, but we'll have to talk it over. Maybe a Thursday or Saturday. We'll see. Friday's gonna be.
I would love to not do either one of those.
Well, we'll talk it over. We'll figure it out. It'll be high fives all around. We'll figure it out next week. Until then, we'll have new mods next week, hopefully. So things should be back to somewhat normal. Maybe.
That's it. That's all I got, man.
Normal, it might be normal. If you don't want normal, then maybe watch the Farm Sim Show again, because that's never normal.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, folks. Stay safe out there. Check in on your friends and family, and we will see you guys very soon. If we don't see you this weekend, we'll see you guys next week, hopefully. All right. That's all I got. All right, DJ, sing it, buddy.
Farm Sim Show, baby. Sim Show.
Sim Show. Yo. No, shut up. I hit up a band this week to do the first show. Like a real band that goes like with the guitars and with the drums. I hit up a band, a real one. What are you talking about? I don't. You say words, but no one understands. Like, can you pronunciate a little bit better? Work on your pronunciation. No one understands what you're talking about. Okay. I spoke with musicians this week about making the Farm Sim show better. Instead of going, can't make this better. This is as good as it's gonna get. No. Yes, you're right. But it could get awesome. Instead of awesome. Ask the chat. You know what? They're really the only reason they come here is for this right here. This is why they're here. Right, but like imagine in the background you had somebody playing on like a rhythm guitar. I mean, we can do that right now. Here, do you want to start the intro over again? It's the Farm Sim Show. It's the Farm Sim Show, baby. Yeah, that's all you need to do right there. Get now! Now! You're supposed to do it like a hip hop thing. Stop rapping! I'm laughing too hard at your everything. I give you a beat. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. Are you singing boots and cats? Really? You're singing boots and cats. Well, you know what? I think we've just wrecked this whole show. I'm sorry, chat. You guys have a good day. DJ Boss, I don't know what to say to you, man. I just realized I had 3 sips of water, but I had 2 Dr. Peppers. I'm going crazy. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that.